And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Away with you!
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
I've no need for a kind ear, only a moment of peace in God's house.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
Just know, I cared for her.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident.
I see. And how are you feeling?
She died because of...
I have a final question.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now and live your life.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all. It's locked, all right.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you any news of Nurse...
It appears the dispensary is now a major source.
Goodbye.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to... Don't be...
I'm not looking...
All right, then.
Christina, have you been examined?
I don't like doctors or hospitals.
You can put your own life in danger, that's...
And you think that would worry me? If
Considering your...
If it is going to happen, it will happen.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crime...
I believe Clayton's courage will erode.
Are you talking from...
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fat...
Why this...
How can you speak?
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't use...
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming.
Many people must deal with poverty.
And when exactly was the last time you looked for a job? Or worried about the rent, or what, or when you were going to eat?
What do you know about Nurse Crane?
2 girls I know went to the dispensary yesterday.
Tell me about it.
Are you...
I have no... Many...
And when
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
Your mom...
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Shall prevail. Watch out! It's fast. I'll crush this. Fuck, he's fast.
Come on, petty mortals. Come and face your final fate. My wrath will consume you. Come on, petty mortals. Come and face your final fate.
I are here to step back.
It's locked.
Come and face your final fate. The dark will drink your blood.
Stop that!
Will consume you.
Come back to
Come on, petty
yourselves.
mortals. Come and face your final fate.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Let's see how he likes a bit of fire. Murdering bastard! Got a taste of this!
This is despicable. It's locked, all right.
Get away from me! Don't touch me with your... What happened?
It's all right, sir.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir.
What are you doing here? This place is not...
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent. But those who still live here have gone completely bonkers. Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
You had better...
Safety.
Remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
You selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
It's locked.
You are a coward blinded by fear. You've embraced the horrible.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the guard.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution.
Of course, you're right. But we can...
You mentioned a dead patient.
She, Jonathan. She...
Very well.
Jonathan, please, I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this. If you don't mind...
I'd be delighted to help.
I just recently met the strangest creature in Whitechapel. He was immense. He mocked me and accused me of
Perhaps it was a skull. London's streets are overflowing with them these days.
He was observing me with the...
You need to be careful, Jonathan.
It was a vampire, all right. But what...
If you find anything more about this creature...
I recently tried to enter a church.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith...
It's hard to explain in terms of science.
I'm sure Lady Ashbury will have far greater insight into this matter than little old me.
It's hard to explain.
I'm sure...
Is this proof that I'm cursed?
The wrath of the Almighty?
Who was that man?
Geoffrey McCallum, actual leader of the Guard of Prewen. I suspect he's the man behind the rebirth of this old and dusty society.
What do they hope to?
Their ultimate goal is the eradication of all vampires in the country. They see you as a threat to mankind, Jonathan.
They know I'm here.
I understand your need for blood, and will not...
What exactly happened?
Hampton turned, quite violently.
Are you sure it was Hampton?
There was blood everywhere, but no body.
How did the Guard of
McCallum has spies everywhere.
Thank you, Edgar.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks. It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Fear no evil! We do the Lord's work here! Easy does it, boys! We can deal with this! Fuck his boss! He's done for!
Better go home, sir. Burn it, boys!
He's dead! Look at it! Oh Christ! He's dead! Over there! Christ, he's dead!
Good evening, sir. Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am.
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got it.
So you won't tell me your name?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll...
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why on earth?
He was one of my patients at the...
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here.
So you're a concerned criminal.
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. D.
I could kill you for saying that. But...
So,
what? Have you got a death wish?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The wet boot boys will...
What can you tell me about...
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us.
Well, you're not doing a very good job.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time.
More efficient? Really?
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you.
Do you need medical help?
I feel fine, Dr. Rick.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we...
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr...
Who are you?
As I just told you, I'm a...
The Pembroke Hospital, you say?
I'm not here to collect...
Miss Edwina Cox.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean...
The sad saint?
Yes, he was.
You don't say. Well,
What can you tell me about...
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things.
Gang member...
If you're in...
I'm not interested in a career...
Fair enough. Stay away from...
Since my return from the war...
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed.
You're quite blunt.
I like people who know what they want and say what they think.
What can you tell me?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage.
You sound like you're thinking of...
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must...
Looting corpses in a mass...
Whatever. Hey, since you're...
Really?
Bastards, all of them.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes.
You have no idea how refreshing it can be. What is it, Doctor?
Behind all your crude words...
Romance? I have no time for...
Tell me about the man you and...
The bastard killed one of us and received...
And your conscience is clear.
Violence is...
So you decide who...
Yes, Doctor.
What happened?
I don't know and I don't care.
So you have...
No one messes with the wet...
Can I see what you...
As long as you have money, I'll show...
Good evening.
Hello again.
Can I offer you my...
I'm fine, thank...
Goodbye, miss.
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any new faces round here.
Mark my
Good
word.
evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago. Yes, you had definitely drunk.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where
I really don't know. I heard he'd been...
Who could tell me?
About the sad saint.
What do you do for a living, Mr.
I drink.
Why do you drink, sir?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly.
You sound very sad.
That's because I am.
Don't you work?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time.
Is there anything in particular?
How dare you say such a thing? I love this.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to it.
No reason at all.
Let me tell you a story.
All right.
A few years ago, when I believed...
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb.
You lost people you...
I've lost everything. But you know what the...
I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you ever find the...
Is there anything in particular?
How dare you?
No reason.
Let me tell you a...
Another time. Surely you must have had...
Sure. I want...
Sounds like...
No, sir.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No.
I want to know more about your pub.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, mate.
Do you still see your comrades then?
No.
Do you believe in a blood...
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor.
Inebriation aside...
Yes. I feel...
Take this, then. And...
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only...
Goodbye. Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East.
A vampire hunter?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan.
A man of science? Well...
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really?
It's nothing personal, Doctor.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could...
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts.
Have you heard of the guard?
Of course. They're dedicated...
Were you ever tempted?
I did think about it, but I'm...
So you...
Vampires are just like every other...
Do you need my...
I appreciate your concern.
What can you tell me?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham?
It's impossible to protect.
But it's my duty.
So...
I patrol late at night.
How do you identify...
It's simple, really. They can't stand...
Have you ever killed one?
Of course I have. What kind...
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes.
Are you asking me to...
If you wouldn't mind. If you...
Goodbye.
So few clients. But with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
It's a good thing you...
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
You remember me, then?
Thank you for your hospitality.
I'm still Tom Watts.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital.
The important thing is...
Why not try his night asylum?
Where is it? I believe he returned to his
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean...
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the...
What can you tell me?
It's not that bad. Thanks.
Who? How is it you can keep...
Well, since
I'm here.
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace.
How could a physician...
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine.
Doctors aren't immune.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I see. You're something...
I'm only...
Sabrina seems very fond of...
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger.
Do you need any...
I'm all right, Dr. Rick.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Poor Jack.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first.
I'm much more
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why?
We respect the privacy.
What can you tell me?
People don't appreciate that line of question.
You look concerned, miss.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are...
So you and...
Tom's the...
This place...
We get people of...
Your boss must be quite the...
Yeah.
So that...
Yeah.
Sabrina, tell me about...
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it.
Does Tom?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together.
Excuse my curiosity, but...
Some involved.
Believe me...
If that's...
I'm sorry.
Nosy.
Do you require medical assistance?
I'm fine, sir.
Goodbye, miss.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one. Welcome back.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working?
This part of town is dangerous for all.
Do you think she has good reason to feel...
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control...
Goodbye, Mr.
I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to
I
them.
should have offered a drink to the boy.
You still working at this hour?
Cursed or not, he's just another lost.
Sabrina.
I love Tom.
Goodbye, Mr.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Good evening, Mr. Dillon.
What?
Goodbye.
Clients. With the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now.
Turquoise for a time. Drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
I cannot enter.
It's a killer!